Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Game of Trades and this is going to be a technical analysis of the S&P 500. So in my last video I built the case for a bull trap. We were oversold on the weekly on the RSI, and we were seeing divergence being built on the daily chart. You can see right here the price is continuing down, forming a wedge pattern. We highlighted this wedge pattern and divergence on the RSI building up. And what's interesting about this is that we were breaking this strong support level right here, and you can see this is a significant support level that held up the crash in 2018, and we were breaking this level while forming divergence on the RSI and also being oversold on the weekly. So that's never good news for a break of a strong support level. You don't want to see divergence on the daily chart, and you don't want to be oversold on the RSI, simply because it means the momentum going down is running out of fuel. And that's pretty much what happened. We had you could call this a bear trap. Definitely some shorts poured into this thinking we were going to go down all the way to the 2100 point level, and then the price snapped back up. Shorts had to cover, and so we were able to make a nice little trade from this 238 level. I said we would break this level and we would have a nice rally all the way to the 256 level, which is exactly what we did. We got the rally in the first day, first couple of days right here, and we're currently back to that level. So if you didn't manage to book profits when we tagged that level right here, well, you can book profits now. And that's one thing I want to highlight in this video, and that is that in such a market with such volatile moves, such large moves in a bear market, you're going to tend to see more bear traps, you're going to tend to see more bull traps. The markets love to trick people. And so considering that these are huge moves and you can make potentially huge gains in the markets, they're really not going to make it easy for you. Just a simple break of support might not just be the real deal. So now the $1,000,000 question, is the bull trap over? I did have a second target here, the 270 level. And so this was my first target, 256, and the second one, 270. And it does seem like we are starting to break this 256 level, which is definitely good news for the bulls. If we can manage to have a solid break of this trend line, that would definitely fuel for a rally all the way to the 270 level. But my convictions are not 100%, far from it. Usually in a typical scenario, I would have strong convictions about a move all the way to the 270 level. But considering the current situation with the coronavirus, the shutdown of the economy, the tremendous amount of unemployment that we're going to see, those are some very scary fundamentals for the long term. So it's very difficult to say how investors will react to that. And so when I don't have strong convictions for a particular direction, I love to make a couple of scenarios that could play out. Now, before I start explaining these two scenarios, make sure to drop a like on this video. We have been very successful in the markets for almost the entire move down from the top. Now, my first scenario is that this bull trap is not over just yet. For a real bull trap to be formed, it needs to do two things. It needs to decrease the short interest. So people shorting the market, it needs to decrease the amount of people shorting the market, and it needs to increase the amount of bulls. And for that, we need to break many levels to the upside before we can call it a real bull trap. And so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. If we have a couple of more green days, two things will happen. First of all, we'll get a crossover on the MACD. And I know many traders that trade almost solely off of these crossovers, and you'll see many investors pouring into the S&P 500 thinking that they can swing this up for a nice swing trade. The second thing that will happen is, as I showed with this arrow, we have a downtrend line here going from the top. We have 1, 2 reactions, and I'm convinced many people are looking at this, and if we start breaking it, that will again decrease the short interest and increase the bullish interest. People will think it's safe to invest. We've got support levels behind us and a downtrend line under us, so things are going to be good. And when those investors pour in, that's when the markets start to reverse. The financial institutions got a good price to short the market, and that's when you see the big drops in price on the S&P 500. So all of this is obviously very hypothetical, and that's mainly the reason why I'm limiting my long exposure, and that's simply because I think the reversal is imminent. I think that we can reverse off of this downtrend line just like we can reverse off of this resistance level, but we could also reverse in the middle of that at this gap right here. And if this is really a bull trap, being long on a bull trap will get you hurt. It's designed to make you lose money to the long side. You're gonna get caught off guard, and the price will likely gap overnight. The futures will gap over your position, and you will get chopped to pieces if you're too exposed to the long side. So if you absolutely want to keep a long position, I probably wouldn't keep those long positions overnight, because again, you can get gap through your stops, and I'd be raising my stop losses very tightly along the way up if you want to get all the way to that 270 level. So it needs to be a very well performed trade if you want to get all the way to that 270 level. And that's one thing you can definitely do, is increase your short positions as we get to that 270 level. So instead of taking the long trade all the way up, you can increase your short positions as we approach the 270 level. That could be a very good strategy. And in fact, if we do start seeing much more upside during the day and tomorrow, I will probably be adding to my short position as we approach this level. And you have to consider that this is the trend line that held the bull market for 11 years. So having a backtest of that bull market trend line is definitely a possibility. We could definitely reverse off of that trend line before going back down. And that is a scenario that I would consider high probability if we didn't have all these fundamental factors feeding into the panic of the average investor. But yeah, definitely something to remember. This trend line right here, we can check it out on the weekly chart, but it's definitely something we can pop before reversing, and that would definitely be a full bull trap scenario. This would definitely trap a lot of bulls and reduce a lot of short interest before continuing the move down. So the scenario number 2 that I have planned out is based on the panic and the fear that we have in the markets. This panic is so strong that investors that, let's say investors that invested here along this rally, they're going to be using every opportunity they have to sell into a rally. And this downtrend line forming is definitely going to be one of those opportunities for them to sell their long position into the rally. So a reversal off of this downtrend line to go further down is definitely a possibility I'm considering, and it's definitely an objective entry to enter for a short trade going all the way back down here. However, again, that is if you are confident with the second scenario. If the first scenario plays out and the bull trap continues on to this 270 level, then you might get your stop losses hit and miss the second entry to short the market from the top. So if you want to keep it safe in the markets, you need to wait for proper sell signals, and that's always something I like to do. And this level, this 238 level, is definitely a support level to watch. So if you're short on the market, waiting for this level to break is perfect for a trade setup to the short side. I am happy with the long trade that we got. I think it was a 7% rally from that break of resistance all the way to our target. So I'm happy with the profits we've made from this bear market rally. I'm going to take a step back and wait for the stronger wave of selling to kick in, and I believe that will be under a break of this 238 level. And I think that's a very important point to highlight in this video, and probably something I haven't said enough, and that is this market is extremely volatile. And if you are not 100% confident with your trades, with your levels, well, you're gonna get chopped to pieces. You're gonna lose massive profits. Any profit you make, you will lose the next day. So don't be overconfident and really try and wait for the proper sell signals and wait for your targets to be hit. And that's what we've been doing for a while. Ever since the very break of this trend line here, we've been able to trade successfully all the way down through each target of mine. And that is something that I am extremely proud of, because being a swing trader is all about these moves. This is when we make our money. And if you're able to trade successfully in such a volatile market, well, it means you know what you're doing. So in terms of downside, again, we're going to take a look at the weekly chart quickly. This is the level that I'm waiting for a break of, and this is the target, my bear market target right here. So that would be, I think, a 10% drop from that break of support. Now that's about all I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. In the meantime, good luck on your trading and see you next time.